reading recommendations. I'm an idiot. Um, so first one is just reading recommendations. But before I get into that, I'm gonna get into what I might be doing for this week. Thursday, there for Thanksgiving, or Friday, whenever I decide to upload it. Probably Thursday once everyone leaves or whatever. I'll be doing a short haul video. It might. I want to add that might. It all depends because my grandmother, I'd given her a comic I wanted. I was like, they want this. Then she said, I can't find it. It's not in stock. But she's looking at library binding, which would have been more expensive, even if it was in stock. And I said, nope, paperback. Here's the link. Or just check it. I think I sent that another link. I don't know, but if I don't get that from her, they'll be probably no, because I didn't give her any other ideas. But she didn't say anything after that. I said, look under paperback, and she said, I will check. And then she said nothing after that. Of course, she said like other things. She goes, take me to the library every week. But I didn't want to say that. That's the way I've been brought up, not to say anything about gifts like that. Just to get what you get and not be upset. Even though she doesn't care. And she's my grandmother, my mother. It's funny how generations change, you know? Grandmother doesn't care if I talk about presents. I mean, she's not going to tell me that she got it, obviously. But what I would say was, are you all set with the this gift? It's too late now, so I won't ask her anyways. But I would say, like, are you all set with the gift? And she'd say yes. And whether or not that meant she had it or she didn't is up to me. I mean, I'm sure you can understand it. But I also got a Visa gift card from her. And if it's $50, which I might not be, but might be, I don't know. But if it is, I'm going to be getting a comic online. And then you'll see that whenever it comes in. And then Saturday, because of that, Saturday's haul will not be as big as usual. Or as big as it would be if I didn't get the comic. I'm debating whether or not I should get, because it's on my Christmas list, and it'd be one less thing to get, so I could replace that item with another item, or whatever. Anyways, let's get into reading recommendations. Again, like I've said, some comics I do not recommend, like with this one. This one was awful. I'm reading these in order, the ones that I have, not in order, because I'd be at this point next year. Not even, no, we're at issue 226. It'd probably be like years from now. Even if I did it every day, it would be almost a year from now. So maybe it would be next year, actually. If I did one every day, including the annuals. But anyways, this one I just did not like. It was way too long. It should not have been this long. They should have put like, and I understand it's an annual, so here's what they should have done. They put the Fantastic Fleet. They cut down the 2 issues that were in here. The second one was pretty short, but it was just because I had read the first one that was super long that I was burned out at that point. And it's stuck because I have to read 2 because I want to read 2 a day. But this will probably be the day. I only read 1 because I didn't read 2 the other day. So going by that, I'll just be another day rather than to read 3 a day, which I might do. I don't know. But this one I just did not like. It was just too long. The stories were too long. I feel like I could have cut it down. I really could have cut it down. There's like a lot of exposition. This is what, and it's what I didn't like in that Deadpool and Cable book. But yeah, this is going back in the wrong box. I mean, it's going in the wrong box even if I liked it, because I have this digitally in the Marvel Masterworks collection I'm reading right now. The one that isn't in the John Byrne omnibus, because it wasn't written or drawn by him. They should really do a companion piece, it wouldn't even have to be like an omnibus. It could be like a oversized hardcover or something, which would basically be an omnibus. Not even a hardcover, like a soft cover, but it'd be like 500 pages. Include all the Thing issues he did, the Thing solo series, and pretty much just that. Whenever it wasn't included, because again, they have 2 and 1 and 1 the other, so 3 random issues of Thing in those omnibuses. So obviously you kind of sort of had to have read that Thing solo series. But not have to. The ones that include, you have to read, they include those. But anyways, Berserk, another one I don't recommend, but I'm not into manga. it was different from what I was expecting, and I already was expecting it to be different. So that should go to show just how different it was. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. This thing right here. Now I heard a very little about Berserk, and I thought it would be like a Conan type thing, but like not in modern times. But I don't think this has ever appeared in Conan. It was a tonal shift I didn't enjoy, and that's manga for you. They can put anything in manga and they'll eat it up because manga is allowed to be that different. This Beast Boy young adult graphic novel. I like these. You know, I'm not like a super hater. I'm not like a hater on them. The only one I did hate was Gotham High. That one was bad. And I'll probably be getting the Harley Quinn one again to reread because I forgot a lot of what happens in that one. I remember what happened, but I forget the end of it, and a lot of the other stuff I wouldn't remember. You know, so I'm gonna get the Harley Quinn one of this again. But this one was the second worst before Gotham High, because it was just bland. Like, I'll bet you any money, come 5 months, not even 5 months, come a few months from now, I'm touching outside my nose, not inside. I'll have forgotten a lot of what happened in this book. But the Beast Boy and Raven one looks good, even though it has a stupid title. But yeah, the young adult DC books aren't the best. Like, I wouldn't give any of them like a perfect score. That Superman one I'm excited to get because everyone has agreed that that's really good. It has a 4.6 out of 5 on Goodreads, which is an insane score for Goodreads. Manhattan Projects. Apparently I read the first issue of this and stopped reading it. I can understand, but now that I don't mind this kind of storyline, I really enjoyed this one, and we'll be getting the second volume at my library tomorrow. This is not all the books that I have at the library, that I have from the library. It's just some I haven't been able to finish. These are all the ones I finished, besides Berserk, but that's because I didn't want to read anymore. Batman, just as good as this. Sorry, better than the second one, and better than the first one. / just as good. The first one and the third one are somewhat tied, but this one I really enjoyed, and I hope they have the next volume of the library tomorrow. Y: The Last Man. So the only I was talking to you guys, but there's one thing I didn't like in this book, but I wanted to save it until now, is that I really did not like the politics part of this when they were talking like, you know, because his president is his mother is the president, and there's a lot of like president type talk. But once he leaves his mother to go on his road trip, because it's basically what this movie is, kind of sort of book. Basically, what this book is a sort of a road trip. He's trying to find his girlfriend, but he has to do other things with the government because he's the last man, hence the title. But once he leaves his mother, they stop all that political talk that I didn't like. They still have some political talk, but it's like about like genders and, you know, rights and stuff, and that I really enjoyed. That made this book more than just a road trip movie. I liked that part of it. This book is vital for anybody to read that's studying gender stuff, and because this is the right information. Twitter and all those feminist sites are the worst part and I'm not talking like feminists like the good feminists. I'm talking the ones that like hate all men no matter what, like random strangers that did nothing to them, and like me, like, anonymous people, never had like anything bad on them, no criminal record, just the perfect person basically. I shouldn't say that. Just like a, you know, perfect, like as in they follow the rules. They don't like break any laws. That's what I mean. And I hate those people. Those are the SJWs, those types of people. But anyways, Walking Dead is ended in a super, super cliffhanger. And I cannot wait to get book 14. Now, I'm kind of skeptical because about whether or not I should get the next ones or can finish it up the series and get all the ones at the at Newbury Comics, because there's a book called Fourth World, and they didn't tell me that that one hasn't arrived yet, and it's been a while. Like, if there's books that I've gotten that I ordered around that time that have come in. They could come in tomorrow. I hope they come in tomorrow and not later this week. Although even they do come later this week, I can't go because Wednesday is Thanksgiving Eve and Thursday is Thanksgiving, which will be closed anyways. And then Friday is probably not the best time to be out in public, even to the library. So I'm going tomorrow. So I hope, if anything, any of the books of this week come in tomorrow. But anyways, so they didn't tell me. So I hope that they have book 14 of The Walking Dead. And if they don't, they tell me. That's why I'm skeptical of whether or not I should probably get those books. But, I don't know. And finally, this Batman and Robin book. Like I said, the first issue was the worst of this series, but as it went along, I really enjoyed it. I don't know why there's this thing right here. I basically talked about all this before when I was going through the haul, but maybe I should have finished it before. I talked a little bit more about it, but yeah. So I guess it would be something like, let's do this. Let's go through all the books I read, including this one. This is the worst. This is the second worst. Third worst. Fourth worst. No, sorry. Middle ground. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. But it wasn't as good as these upcoming ones. This was really good, just a little confusing, and I kind of feel like it was there's too much stuff going on, I guess, at some certain points. Then that'd be this one. I'd probably put Manhattan Projects ahead of this one, because the first issue of Manhattan was better than this one. Then this one. And then this one. Although I feel like this would be after Walking Dead. See, this is why I don't do top 10 lists. It's because there's always that one where I'm like, should I put that before that? Because this one is better than that one. Because this one did this better than this one, but this one did it worse. And it's just confusing. And plus, I don't get in trouble because I can say it's in no particular order, so you can't say, why don't you put this one for this one? And the only thing you can get mad at me about is not putting any on the list. But that's why when I do my movie list, that's movie madness, which I gotta get back on. I do the worst to best, or just a slew of books, not a slew of books, a slew of movies that I say this is good, this is bad. So you could get mad at me at that if you like the movie. I keep saying book, movie, whatever. But the ones that I don't put on that list are most likely ones I haven't seen. More than likely, or I forget. Sometimes I have forgotten about a movie, but that's rarely happens. That's it. It's 13 and a half minutes. I'm gonna. So yeah, Thursday. Hopefully, it'll be a comic haul. Hopefully one, because it's gonna be from I shouldn't give away. Okay, I'll give away this much. It might just be from cheap graphic novels, because it's cheaper there, and I don't mind waiting because you'll see why I don't. I'll explain why I don't mind waiting. The 4 to 14 business days. Jesus, 4 to 14. Can you even Amazon isn't that bad now. But yeah, I'll give my thorough review of cheap graphic novels based on one order. Oh, and the next one, whenever I end up using it, will be free if I use that code. Why isn't your first order? I don't get that. Amazon, even if you don't have Prime, from what I can understand, as long as it's over $25, which mine is well over $25. I wish it was $25. It's free. Your first order. But cheap graphic novels is yeah, suck up to these people. And it's not like suck up, it's just they give the code at the end of all their videos, but I'm exaggerating. I just don't get that. Maybe there is a code somewhere, I don't know. But that's it. I didn't hit the thing. The first time it's happened, all I need to do is just hit this, and it works.